Passed away, slipped away, went to a better place, kicked the bucket, drank 30 Red Bulls in a row. Our names for one thing, death. I'm sure everyone has been scared of death at least at one point in their lives. I'm sure many of you here are probably still scared of it. And I get it, because death has become so distant and so depersonalized that thinking that you'll die seems almost impossible. Actually, people's perception of death has changed a lot throughout time. During the 17th and 18th century, death was a human companion. Life and death went hand in hand. The afterlife was seen as a harmonious and beautiful experience. A poetic representation of it likened it to a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. However, as time has gone by, we have started to lose touch with death. Death as a child was normal in pre-modern times. This was due to living conditions and medical advancements. But as medical science improved and prolonged life, people's perspectives on death have also changed. Nowadays, death is often gruesome, feared, or ignored. Lifestyle changes and medical advancements have depersonalized death and made it an intrusion in life instead of a part of it. This has left people poorly equipped to deal with death. As I've gotten older, I think I have come to terms with death, even though it's sometimes something scary to think about. When I was younger, I was terrified of it. I was about 8 years old when it first hit me that my loved ones and I would someday perish. I remember being in the car with my parents when I overheard them talking about paying for this very nice cemetery nearby. This small comment struck me to the core. By this time, I already knew what death was, but I hadn't put much thought into it. I hadn't yet realized that even my parents' death would be inevitable. I immediately started to cry. My parents tried talking me through it. It's part of life, they said. However, this didn't come to much comfort. It scared me even more. After that day, my mom had to stay with me in the night in order for me to calm down. I have always been the type of person who likes to be in control of things. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I fear death so much, because it's one of the very few things in life we can't control. It's inevitable. It could happen in a week from now, in 10 years, tomorrow, or even at this very second. This fear of death carried on for a while, until one night I remember my dad knocking on my door asking me to go to his room. When I got to my parents' room, I found them both sitting on their bed. I jumped in bed and lay beside them. My dad grabbed his computer, and on the screen, a YouTube video was on pause. Lullaby by Billy Joel. The words below the video read, "Listen to the words of the song," my dad said. "I will cherish that moment forever." The words to that song have left an imprint in me for life. Every now and then, when I feel scared, all I do is recite the words to it. "Good night, my angel, now it's time to dream, and dream how wonderful your life will be. Someday your child may cry, and if you sing this lullaby, then in your heart there will always be a part of me. Someday we'll all be gone, but lullabies go on and on. They never die, that's how you and I will be." Ever since that day, my perspective about death has changed. I'm not scared of it anymore. In fact, death is incredibly beautiful. It shows you that everything is born to die. Everything comes to an end, even life. Death gives life worth and meaning and makes you appreciate things more. And it's a reminder that our time here is limited. We're all lullabies. We go on and never die. As long as we give love, we'll always remain here on this earth, alongside every single one of those who you've impacted and those who have loved you. We're never-ending lullabies, and even if we're not here physically, we will still be present. Our trails will be present. The memories we've made with others will still be present. We shouldn't worry about death too much, because either way, it's bound to come. We should focus on what really matters. What matters is living. What matters is the trails you leave behind. What matters is the people you impact. What matters is living life without regrets. Love passionately, laugh uncontrollably, enjoy and dwell every single moment. Tell people how much they mean to you. Live your days like it's your last, and that way you'll become a lullaby. I don't live life in fear anymore, because now I know we're all lullabies. And as Billy Joel said, someday we'll all be gone, but lullabies go on and on. They never die.